Here with head coach Mike Jones of the Lincoln football team. And coach, last Saturday you had another game where you fell behind early, fell behind 24-7, came back, made a game of it, had some chances to take the lead, but once again just couldn't get it done. What was your biggest takeaway from the Central Oklahoma game?
As always, we got to start faster. I mean, with the last two games, we've been behind and we come roaring back. But like I said, it takes so much effort to get back into the game. And then at the end of the game, we haven't been closing out. So two things we have to do better. We've got to start faster and we have to finish strong.
Well, one thing that fans have probably noticed all season is that your offense is capable of making some big plays, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but you've got some players who are getting close to setting some offensive records. You got Morris Henderson, who's I think 250-some yards away from the rushing record. Jacob Morris is about 100-some yards from the total offense, and then I think another 200 yards from the passing record, and then Andrew Fishel is 4 points away from the kicking records. Just talk a little bit about those guys and how they prepare every week.
But you know what? All three of those guys have really worked hard. You watch them in practice. They work on their craft. They work on what they're doing. So we just got to keep on. They just got to keep on working hard. Been through some adversity this year. Some things didn't go as well as we would like. But those guys have played hard the entire season. So hopefully these guys will, continue to play well. We'll get some wins and they'll get some individual accolades along with it.
Well, part of that is that of their success has been that your offense as a whole has just done a really good job of moving the ball. You've had some games like that Central Oklahoma game where you're scoring 42 points. You scored 35 on Fort Hays. You had 47 against Grambling. So I mean, you've proven that you can go out and you can score. With those players getting so close to reaching some individual milestones, is that something that the entire offense takes pride in because it was obviously a team effort to get there?
Without a doubt. I mean, I think all those goals tribute to what we're doing up front, offensive line-wise, playing great. Our wide receivers catching the ball to help Jake, get those yards, and then you look at the kicking game. Like I said, we give him opportunities to get in the red zone because our offense is moving the ball and putting it in the red zone. So Andrew has the opportunity to kick field goals and kick extra points.
Well, this week you have Northeastern State, and they are the team that just got their first win last Saturday against Southwest Baptist at home, but so far they've had a kind of a rough season on the road. But if you look at them on paper, they've got some players, especially on the defensive side of the ball, that are some of the best in the MIAA. So when you're looking at a defense like that, what's your offense going to have to do to have the success against them that they had against teams like Central Oklahoma?
Well, I think we have to concentrate on those guys make plays. We have to know where those guys are, but we can't be overly focused on two guys because it takes 11 guys on defense to play. It's like it takes 11 guys on offense to win. So what we have to do is we have to know where they are within the scheme of our offense, make sure we get a hat on those people, and then execute what we do offensively. Their guys are good football players. And they're going to make plays. I think they have the leading tackler, that's the linebacker, good young guy, and then their secondary guys, third leading tackler in the conference. So as you can see, those guys make a lot of tackles, and that's going to happen. Their defensive scheme is to allow them guys to run around and make plays. So we have to understand that they're going to make a lot of tackles because of what they do. But what we have to do, we can't get discouraged and continue to do what we do offensively.
Well, when you look at your defense, the last couple weeks, they've given up a lot of yards, a lot of points, but they've also made plays in the fourth quarter that's given the offense an opportunity to at least come back and tie or score. What's it gonna take in this game for them to, or what are they going to have to do in order to give yourselves a chance to win?
Well, I mean, I think last game, the team we played against, UCO, rushed for about 195 yards, and we headed to a big run at the end of the game, but we were right at about 140 yards, and that's where we need to be at, somewhere between 140 and 160 yards rushing, giving up. If we do that, we got a great opportunity to win. The team we're playing is Northeastern. Does a great job of running the football. Last week they ran for 300 yards, so it's going to be a great challenge to our defense to step up and stop the run. Contain this running back. He rushed for 225 yards, I believe, last week on 25 carries, so the kid can play. What we have to do is make sure we get our guys in the right position and the right gaps. A lot of times when we get hit on runs, it's because the guy goes the wrong way, goes in the wrong gap, and the running back sees that, and we have good running backs in this league. So if you make a mistake and leave a gap open, those guys are going to find it.
Last couple of weeks, you've had some long road trips going to places like Nebraska and then Central Oklahoma, obviously. With the last two games being at home and against teams that you should be able to compete against, does the fact that you're playing at home give your players a little bit of an extra edge?
Oh, without a doubt, the last two games are big games for us. It's the Hero weekend in which Gabriel Soto's family's coming back for the game this weekend. So this is going to be a very emotional game for our guys because it's the first time a lot of these guys will meet Soto's family, and also the guys that play with them will see them for the first time in a while. Their family for the first time in a long time. So it's going to be a very emotional game, and then we're going to honor our police department, the fire department, and our veterans. So this is going to be I hope this is going to be a very emotional game for a lot of guys because a lot of families, including myself, have people that served in the military, police department, fire department. So it's an opportunity for us to honor them. And then our last game is a senior game. So we got a lot of seniors going to graduate, and a lot of these guys really respect the seniors we have. So these next 2 weeks, it's going to be two games that are great because we're at home, but they're also going to be very emotional because there's going to be some guys that, we're honoring our military, and we're also honoring Soto family, and then we're honoring our seniors as well.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.